Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm DivaRefiraFayza. I'm a student of English Department, Faculty of Humanities, Andalas University. So on this recording, I'd like to explain about the basic concept in syntax, which is about the forms, classes or categories, function, and analysis. First of all, I'd like to explain about what syntax is. Syntax deals with the arrangement of words to form sentences. In every language, including English, every sentence is a sequence of words, but not every sequence of words is a sentence. The sequence of words that follow the syntactic rules are well-formed or grammatical, but those sequences that violates the syntactic rules are ill-formed or ungrammatical. Therefore, the grammar of all languages includes the rules of syntax. Syntactic knowledge enable us to determine the grammatical relations in a sentence, such as subject and direct object, and how they are to be understood. For example, I have three sentences. The first sentence is Kevin invited Morgan, which Kevin is the subject in the sentence and Morgan is the direct object. And then the second one is Morgan invited Kevin. Morgan as the subject in the sentence, and then Kevin is the direct object in the sentence. And the last sentence is Morgan was invited by Kevin, which has the same grammatical as the second sentence. Morgan is the subject and then Kevin is the direct object, but actually the third sentence has the same meaning with the first sentence. Kevin invited Morgan, the same with the third sentence. Morgan was invited by Kevin. So the next thing that I'd like to explain is about syntax forms. So syntactic rules determine the order of words in a sentence and how words are grouped. For example, I have a sentence here. The girl sings a song, which we can divide it into two syntactic categories, the noun phrase and then the verb phrase. The noun phrase is the girl, which we can divide it into two parts as the determiner and the noun, the girl. And then for the verb phrase, we can divide it into two parts. First is the verb itself, sings, and then the noun phrase, a song. And the last one, we can divide it into two parts again, the noun phrase, the determiner, and the noun itself, a song. So in the sentence, the girl sings a song, the natural groupings or constituent are the subject is the girl, and then the predicate is sing a song, and the direct object, a song. So next thing is about syntactic categories. Syntactic category is a family of expressions that can substitute for one another without loss of grammaticality. Some of the syntactic categories have traditionally called as a part of speech. So there are different kinds of syntactic categories. The first one is phrasal categories. The internal structures of the phrasal categories is universal. It consists of a head and its complement. The first one, we have noun phrase. Noun phrase is being able to fill a subject or object or another noun phrase slot. For example, the sentence, the girl sings a song, the subject, the girl, can substitute with any member of a family for the girl, such as the boy, the bird, she, they, and etc., without affecting the grammaticality of the sentence, although the meaning, of course, would change. And then we have the second one is verb phrase. In the sentence, the girl sings a song, the expression sing a song is a verb phrase and it can substitute with any other verb phrases. For instance, the girl makes the bed, or the girl sweep the floor, and etc. And next is we have prepositional phrases. For instance, in the garden, at the school, etc. And then we have adjective phrase. For example, faster than a speeding bullet, or smarter than me, and etc. The combination of the phrasal categories is formed a sentence. Next, we have lexical categories. The lexicon represent the knowledge that the speakers have about the vocabulary of their language. We have noun, verb, adjective, preposition, and adverb. And the last one is we have functional categories. We have determiner, auxiliary. Auxiliary are function words. It carries such information as tense, agreement, and modality. And then we have complements. For example, in the sentence, the girl sings a song at the party. The direct object, a song, is a complement, as is the prepositional phrase at the party. So the last thing I would like to discuss about the syntax analysis. The phrase structure trees containing syntactic categories. So I have a sentence, example sentence here. The sentence is, the baby is crying in the bedroom. So we know that the sentence the sentence has the phrase structure trees containing the syntactic categories. So in the sentence we have 3 syntactic categories: noun phrase, auxiliary, and then verb phrase. For the noun phrase, we can divide it into 2 parts. It is the determiner and noun, the baby, and then the auxiliary we have to be is, which indicates the present continuous tense, and then the last syntactic categories we have verb phrase, which we can divide it into 2 parts: the verb and the prepositional phrases, the verb crying, and then the prepositional in the bathroom. And then the prepositional we can divide it into 2 parts: the prepositional itself, in, and then the noun phrase, the bedroom. And the last one is the noun phrase. We can divide it into 2 parts as the determiner, the, and as the noun bedroom. So I think that's all that I can explain about the basic concept in syntax, which about the 4 things that I have explained before. I'm sorry for any mistakes on this recording, and thank you for watching. And assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.